let's just see what.
Checking out the only game where you. All right, so we're checking out the only game where you can torture 100 people by forcing them to live their entire lives in an underground bunker in order to see what sort of terrible human being they grow up into.
Smushed.
It's The Sims 4. The Man family has been through a lot, but one thing I've never done to them is force them to grow up. I shouldn't really say up. I'll say I'm gonna make them grow old.
Oh. Okay, don't. If I tell you this, you promise you won't call the cops. The Sims was the first game I figured out how to yar har for because I didn't want to get all the DLC. And that was the first time I ever had my internet provider contact my parents and tell me I could go to jail.
I'm gonna take 100 Sims and I'm going to put them in an underground bunker for 50 years.
Dang.
They will spend their entire lives, their childhood, their teenage years, their adulthood into the old years, completely underground with no one to interact with but each other and
like
nothing to do but what I give them inside of the house. Jesus Christ, you seem worried. You should be. Out of the people that are left in this endeavor, because I'm sure a ton of people will die, not because I'm going to make it especially hard to live, but because Sims are attracted to death like moth to a flame. The people that are left, I will see what they have spent their entire life doing. They'll have the opportunity to learn, they'll have the opportunity to become skilled, or they'll have the opportunity to screw around like Florida Man. The other thing is that—
Wait, they can go to school while they're down there. What are the odds someone puts you in an underground chamber and you educate yourself? Probably very low. I think you would probably play Minecraft for like probably 40 of the 50 years, build up a nice little world, have some fun.
I've never actually forced my Sims to live this long. I don't know if they can physically do it. Apparently Tonsils over here is saying no to spleens. I may have to kill him, but you should say yes to spleens. As a matter of fact, in a little bit, I'll be telling you exactly how you can own your own Spleens the cat. Ever wanted a Cocainico? Well, now you can have it. More on that later. This is the doorway that will bring the Sims to what is effectively the last place they will ever see before they die, which is this beautiful underground utopia. It's not done yet, but it's almost there. It has such things as creepily staring bunnies and fake ass grass.
Honestly, this ain't that bad. I would probably live here. It looks nice. The kitchen's cute. I like the tables, very colorful. I would live here for 50 years.
Although the Sims may die from vitamin E deficiency since they're not going to see the sun for 50 years, at least there's fake clouds hanging around. This place is really trying to give people that real authentic AstroTurf bullshit outdoors flavor. So far, there's plenty of ways for them to spend their time, such as a full bowling alley, a sauna and massage parlor, yoga for exercising, an underground gardening area for them to grow tomatoes.
Honestly, they are probably doing drugs down there. I wouldn't put it past them.
We have every Sim's mortal enemy a pool and spa, because every time a Sim touches water, their soul is immediately ferried to hell for some reason. I've got a grill because it's not an episode until Australian man sets himself on fire by attempting to grill some hot dogs. Kitchens, bathrooms, refrigerators, stoves, microwaves, damn near everything. Computers, even a damn swing set. Now, we got plenty more space over here to ruin lives, so we might as well use it. I need to give my—
Okay, there is one thing he's missing. Where do the bad Sims go? I think he needs a jail and he needs a sheriff. And if there's one sheriff here, they'll probably power trip. And that would be a good experiment.
Sims a way to learn, although for some reason I feel like absolutely nobody's going to take the opportunity to learn jack shit. Just gotta follow the yellow brick road to your imminent demise. Everyone knows that the first thing any kid should have access to is a full liquor bar. Put in a big ass dance floor so everyone can make bad choices together. I actually don't mind people getting their logic skill up. If they want to do it, they have to do it in the bar. Hey, we got a nice computer.
Well, if there's a bar, I can tell you guys some lore for people who are new on the video. Before I was an anime girl disappointment online, I was a bartender.
cafe over here. Got a study that I'm sure no one will use because Sims hate to read. Full basketball court.
Oh, I was also on a
leftover
basketball
space,
team.
so
I got
I'm putting
kicked
down
off.
another bar. Okay, at this place, I got everything down here. There's even a friggin' Starbucks. I got more places for people to sleep.
Those incubators?
I swear to God, if these Sims just spontaneously die, it's their own damn fault. Now, while doing this, there's not gonna be any adult Sims. They're all gonna grow up together, so this is gonna be like
Kid
Lord of the
City!
Flies. This is
Isn't
gonna
that
go
a
on
show?
until the Sims finally age up to elderly. I would consider that about 50 Sims years down here.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Who is it? What if you just saw me? Hi. Wait, this is Florida. He lives way closer to me than I originally anticipated. You probably hear me.
Oh, fuck me. So I get asked for this all the time. I have partnered up with Makeshift in
He's on
order to
coke?
create the very first custom spleens plush. It does not come with the flower. Of course it's flower. Come on, guys. They did an incredible job. It has a bell, the bow, the eyes, the fantastic tail, her 240-degree vision, the ears.
I thought he was gonna say
We're offering this
$243.
Right now, starting today, August 28th, 2020. If you want your own, you've got to follow the link in the description.
He's
You can order
cute.
it
Maybe
from
one
the
day I'll have a
website.
plush
You can
too.
finally adopt your own spleens today.
All right, here
So
we go.
cute.
100 poor bastards that checked the wrong box in the test
Wait, he's
application
gonna
area.
age
Right now, I
them
have to
down?
age everyone down.
Yeah.
I think the scariest part is it's changing right now, but since I aged everyone down, their bodies changed, but it takes a while for their head to
Benjamin
follow, so they're all
Button.
standing there with their full, like, adult head on the tiny body. Say hello to Juvenile Florida Man and Juvenile Colino. God, it's right out of the 80s. He even has like a shark
Whoa,
tooth
the
necklace.
necklace.
All right, everyone, head down into the bunker for the rest of your lives. Let's see what kind of children you become after 50 years.
That kid is stinky. Look, he doo-dooed his pants back there.
Also, this is what Jesus Christ looks like as a child. That's right, everyone, head on down. The second they all get down the shaft of death, I'm gonna go ahead and erase it so that no one can leave the underground bunker.
It kind of does look like they're going to summer camp. I never got to go to summer camp when I was a kid because it was too expensive. But, I mean, I assume you were basically in an underground bunker and whatever happened, happened.
Like that Colino has already made one single friend. Spleens the cat. I love how she's just like the gatekeeper. She's like, yep, all right, let me see your ticket. Okay, good. Yep, head on in. Uh-huh. All right, another dead piece of young flesh to add to the pile of failure. Excellent. Yep, very good. You don't really realize how
They
many
just keep
100
coming.
test subjects is until they've been
This
running
way.
down this damn
This
ladder
way.
for the last
You
5
got
minutes.
it.
All right, people are starting to get skills already. That's good. Of course, Dawson would be using the monkey bars. Look at him go. I told you, I have a mountain of books, but
They're
what do
waiting
kids
in
want to do? They
line?
want to go on the shark slip and slide. I'm kind of curious what this underground area is going to look like.
I want to play with him with the chest. I feel bad. He's all by himself.
After 50 years, too,
Aw.
I've provided an entire
Tetris.
suite of educational programming on these computers. Is anyone using it? No. They're asking
all
for
gravitate
age,
to the
sex, and
iPad.
location on these damn Tinder apps.
No, not the Tinder app. Back in my day, we used a guy online.
This thing over here is like, are you over 18? And this young man is like, absolutely. The mental skill was acquired by Genesis. Of course it was. Okay, Genesis is legitimately turning into a genius. Okay,
Wow.
Genesis, stop. I like how when you're young, you're super smart. Look at how none of the children are using this pool area because they all know. Holy piss pool, Batman. That's right, at least bathe inside of the fountain. What do you know? The children are staying awake for 24 hours straight without any kind of adult supervision.
That stuff was fun when you were a kid. I remember I went to my friend's house and we all played video games. I think it was like Halo or something. All night long, and we drank through 3 cases of Mountain Dew. I still remember that. And then at one point I was hungry, but there was no food, so I went into her pantry, and I had a whole thing of lemonade mix or like Kool-Aid mix, and I just started eating it. Yeah, that was awesome.
Shocking. I wasn't sure if the kids could feed themselves. Some of them absolutely can. LSD is over here eating a delicious bowl of peas.
Ew,
Okay,
I
we
don't like
finally
peas.
have people starting to gain creative powers. Now the parents that they don't did she just beat herself in the head with her own toy? That thing has horns. You'll poke an eye out, girl. What I was gonna say is now the parents that she doesn't have can tell her that she needs to get a real job, not being an artist when she grows up.
I went to art school. Yeah, look at me now. You wish you were me, huh?
You can always tell when children are in charge of their own nutrition because
Pizza,
their dinner
mac and
consists of
cheese.
potato chips. Okay, we've
That's
got
it.
one future NBA player over here, or maybe a future Houdini. I don't know where the hell they put that entire basketball. This kid's like, and now for my next trick, I'm going to smell like shit. Hey kids, could you like not mess up this entire area? You have to live here for the next 50 years, you understand. Hey,
They need a child janitor. How do they do that? We just need someone who really likes to clean up.
Florida man, how you doing? He's like, oh, still alive, sadly. All right, people are starting to reach bowling level 2. All right, don't disappoint me, juvenile. You can do this. You're out of the family. I appreciate that you all managed to make this place look like a slum before you even got into your teenage
They're
years.
dirty.
There's like people sleeping on the friggin' fountain. I've given you all beds and sleeping pods and massage chairs and everything, and this is the type of life you choose to lead. Cookies for dinner, huh?
Yummy.
Yeah, seems legit. Spleens, buddy, are
Is
you
he okay? Oh.
Spleens just teleported away from my line of sight.
Got
I was gonna
raptured.
say, is she unable to get down the ladder? Just
I guess she just got raptured. I mean, all cats go to heaven, I guess.
one girl over here has been bowling for the last like 4 years straight, and she still sucks.
Oh, who's that guy? He does the bowling ball, and he says, no, he doesn't say you're not that guy, pal. I'm trying to remember. What does he say? Someone here will know. He was super iconic and super excited every single time he threw the ball, and he yelled at that kid. I'll remember. That'll be, oh yeah. Who do you think you are? I am. She's probably training to 1v1 that guy.
This is what the game decided juvenile Bab Ross looked like.
Whoa.
She actually looks like a normal child who's melting. Bowling level 3 for Amy Arrington. All right, clearly several Sims have not figured out how to eat. Okay. So
Why are they all so
finally, all of the
long?
children have made it to the next phase of life.
Oh,
you
they're
can see
growing.
now as their bodies finally catch up with them,
got
they are
abs.
now all officially teens. 10 years have gone by down here, and it looks like it. No one has literally cleaned since it started. I don't even think that
Ew.
children understand how to clean. Look at this
No.
place. It's like a friggin' wasteland
That is
of
gross.
death and dirt, and urine.
I feel bad when I say that's gross because, like I've told you guys before, I spilt nacho cheese sauce on my keyboard and it exploded, and we had a funeral for it last week. So thank you guys for attending. I appreciate it.
Okay, so now the Sims are legitimately going to start cooking for themselves, which is nice. That also means that they have the potential to start burning themselves to death. Ah, people have finally started to visit the bar. I appreciate that
Oh,
we've
let's
upgraded
go.
now from potato chips to Fruit Loops.
I love
Using
Fruit
the
Loops.
fire underground to roast some marshmallows, huh? Your ass must be crazy. Hey, Australian man.
Okay.
I was gonna see how he was doing. Clearly, he's just tired.
Now
the
he's down
second that
under.
people discover their teenage years, do you know what else they discover?
A grill!
That they can burn themselves alive.
Oh.
Good job, everyone. You've proven that you suck at life. Now, the big difference here is that children aren't allowed to die. They just get taken away. So now this is the first time where people's actions have real repercussions.
Isn't that like a law in the US that you can't have kids die in your game? I think I remember that because people were wondering why you couldn't Fus Roda the toddlers in Skyrim.
So we'll probably start thinning out the herd during the teenage years in order to find out who can live all the way to adulthood and then elderhood. I'm glad you're happy, Spleens.
Oh, you
I
pooped.
appreciate that Bab Ross has finally grown into her fro. Oh, we just had our very first death, and it's Australian man.
No! How did the Australian guy die first? Don't you guys live in PvE? He should be trained for this.
God. Australian man, his life that he lived was so dangerous he couldn't even make it out of the teenage years. I love how all the people are just teleporting over here in order to share their condolences. They don't even walk over. They just phase into existence.
He's having a funeral.
Florida man's over here. He's like, he was such a good guy. And Jesus Christ goes down next. Oh, hey, Tonsils is back. Tonsils, you just missed 2 deaths, man. This is why you can't go walking away whenever you want. The game is frozen and everyone's in T-pose mode, but I think I just heard like 40 people die all at once.
Oh no. T-pose in remembrance.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Why are they all starving? They can't make a box of mac and cheese?
Yeehaw, boy.
Back in my day, if I was starving and my dad was at work, I just put a burrito in the microwave or had a little cup of mac and cheese. Anybody can do that.
The culling has begun. This guy died so hard he changed clothes. Gil, Amina, Erica, Jonathan, Kelsey, Nora, Mason, Herbert,
she looked emo.
Jesus, Deshaun, Lily, Alina, Angela, Bonnie, Caitlin, Ivan, Susan. Who will be left? Skylar, no! With a name like Skylar, though.
They're dropping like flies!
People are just disappearing. They're not even really dying. They're just ceasing to exist.
Who's gonna collect the bodies once they hit the floor?
The crop that's around for the next age up? Okay, Florida man is still in this at the very least. I don't know who else is here.
Actually, the Florida guy is pretty funny.
Okay,
he is just so unbothered. He witnesses this every day in Florida. He's like, same old, who cares?
Florida man is still in this at the very least. I don't know who else is.
I'm voting for Florida man. I want Florida man to make it to the end because I am a Florida woman, and that means that I have to hope for the best.
Here, but look at what has happened. I told you eating nothing but friggin' potato chips would eventually catch up with you.
No, there's a PB&J.
Potato chips and toast. Was that like a PB&J sandwich that's 40 years old? Okay, we hold on, the deaths aren't over yet. God forbid. This is what you get for doing nothing but playing video games. It's all because of that damn cell phone. Plenty of people have died over in the sleeping.
What is that, by the way?
Video games. It's all because of that damn cell phone. Plenty of
is this like a Dragon Ball pod? This is what they sent Goku to Earth in?
People have died over in the sleeping area. People are dying inside of the basketball area. Winterfest was awful. Yeah, I'll bet. There's people freezing to death now? How? Oh, I guess it is pretty cold down here. Yeah, New Year's Eve was awful. Freezing to death. Stop dying for 2 seconds. God, Sims are more fragile than goldfish. How you doing there, LSD? She's like, make it stop. Oh, y'all racing to learn the cooking skill now. A little late for that shit. Took y'all 20 years to figure out that food is important, huh? Okay, the gigantic first mess of...
Hey, wait a second. Why are only the girly pops cooking? Interesting. How do they have gender roles with the Society of Children?
20 years to figure out that food is important, huh? Okay, the gigantic first mess of deaths is finally over, and it looks like we have, what, like maybe 25 people left? Florida man is still in there.
Yes,
LSD,
Florida man,
Bab Ross, Colino, Peasus, an Australian man, sadly did not make it. Spleens and tonsils are still fine, though. After watching 75 of their best friends die, everyone's starting to take cooking real serious.
Ooh, they got some kebabs. What's that? Like apples and wood chips? I mean, I would eat that, but I mean...
They still refuse to use the freaking dishwasher, but I can only do so much. You can never take the kid out of Colino. All right, I spoke too soon. Guess a few people still need to kick the bucket. Mila's down. Death is over here. He's like, did I just...
Wait a second. Death looks kind of slay. Look at the fit. We got the fitted corset, the book. Wow, he looks pretty good.
Step into the wrong side of town? Not today. Go ahead, Colino. Are you freaking serious? My God, someone's using the friggin' dishwasher.
No way.
I like that somehow Florida man has survived up until this point, and he only has one skill, and it's bowling.
I have always wanted to get really good at bowling. I can only play bowling on the Wii. I think it's still fun, though.
Meanwhile, like, this random guy over here has multiple skills, and he's a better bowler. As soon as I say that, Florida Man finally acquires the friggin' fitness skill.
Fitness,
This is the fitness skill. He's sleeping. All right, we got a few more now.
He was fitting that napping. Honestly, I kind of agree. I kind of want to take a nap right now.
Everyone has moved into young adulthood. LSD is finally dying. Colino starved to death as well. Ellen Morrison. Really, you had to die right inside of the friggin' kitchen. Y'all realize there's an entire cheeseburger cake just sitting here waiting for you to eat, right? One man figured it out. His name is Florida Man.
Yes!
Okay, so we lost like 75 people from childhood to teenagehood, but we've only lost like 10 or so from teen to young adulthood.
Okay.
We're down to about, what, maybe like 15 people? I think Florida Man legitimately saved the entire population of this underground colony by making this cheeseburger pie over here. Because like everyone's taking a slice and surviving solely off of it. Florida Man's skill set has gone way up. He now has the ability to cook and he's a fit guy. Florida Man, what are you doing, buddy?
No, don't die, please. I put
What's
everything
going
on you. I have a parlay on you.
You came this far, all he wanted to do was troll people on the forums and he died from embarrassment.
No, I had a parlay. No.
He's like, when I'm the voice of reason, I can't stand this anymore. Goodbye, cruel world. Bab Ross, you must now carry the mantle. Oh, somebody's finally figured out the power of alcoholism. Spleens has gone into labor.
What?
How? What the hell have you been doing up here? I always love
weird. Sometimes if you have like an outside cat, they just spawn with more cats. I have never, ever, ever had an outside cat though. All my kitties would stay home and I would rub their belly and I would love on them. Meow, meow, meow.
Seeing what sort of unholy being Spleens gives birth to. Congratulations, Spleens has given birth to a kitten. They would like to call this kitten Dixie, but we shall name them Blue Cheese. All right, little Blue Cheese. Let's see what you look. Oh my God! I'm not gonna lie, Blue Cheese has his mother's eyes.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, Bab Ross acquired the programming skill. She's actually doing something, you know, somewhat marketable. Doesn't matter how old you get. They're still just bathing inside of this friggin' fountain.
It's all they know.
Hey, someone else got set on fire. Well done, guys. Wow. This guy got on the treadmill to do some exercise for the first time in his life, and he died from it.
I do hate the treadmill. I love like lifting, like I like doing squats. Well, I did break my butt one time at the gym, but that's another story for another time. But I hate running on the treadmill. I agree with him. I can only be on the treadmill if I watch a video because it distracts my brain. Okay, well now everybody's saying huh, so I feel like I have to explain. So, a long time ago, I used to love doing the leg press. You know, it's like the thing that's kind of sideways and you put your feet on it and you push it and it gets you a big butt. Well, I loaded it up way too much. So, when I pushed it up and then came back down, I felt my right butt cheek explode. It like went tear and I got up and oh, I couldn't even walk. I couldn't sit for 3 months and I was too scared to go to the doctor and show them my butt. So I just tried my best to make sure I never ripped ass at the gym ever again.
From embarrassment. Oh, hey, someone finally got level 2 in mixology. I'm glad you people are taking alcoholism so seriously. Well done, Juliana. She hasn't figured out how to shower, but she's figured out how to make different types of drinks. Jacobo was like a level 4 bowler. He spent all of his time bowling. And
he died? Wait, but he has the last name Valentine. He's probably a descendant of the president.
None of his time eating. Oh, hey, Blue Cheese aged up from a kitten to an adult cat. Maybe she looks more normal now. Hooray for Blue Cheese. Blue Cheese doesn't look like she has a head. She looks like she has a gigantic tumor growing out of her neck. Spleens, what in the hell did you give birth to?
So ugly.
It is awful. I mean, Spleens loves her. Tonsils is like, Spleens, did your head lose weight? Okay.
Oh, but look, even then, he still look cute. And I do like him because there's such thing as ugly cute. You know what I mean? If you've ever seen the baby of Godzilla, That's ugly cute.
Okay, people are starting to at least get like way more skilled. Some people though have literally done nothing with like the first 25 years of their life. This girl spends most of her time behind the bar. I don't think this is a bad way to live your life. I'm just saying. Blue cheese is running away. She'll probably come back pregnant like her friggin' mother. Someone finally acquired the wellness skill. How long has it taken?
Oh, yoga.
Well, it looks like we got a couple more deaths going around right as everyone started to pick up some legitimate skills. Look at this. Fitness, mischief level 2.
Wait, how do you level mischief? Is that like you just go and mess with people? Like you put plastic wrap on the toilet seat and someone pees all over themselves?
Bowling level 3, bowling level 3. Look at all this crap. Bowling level 4, mixology. If my mixologist just died, I'm gonna be pissed. A few more people dying of starvation because why not? I think they've just gotten tired of living in this basement for the last 35 years.
Yeah, I'd be bored.
No. Dying of embarrassment. Florida has sent Dawson a gift. Florida's been dead for years. What the hell are you crying about? What do you, oh my God.
What did he send him? Is he the ghost of Christmas past?
At this point, a grand total of 9 people have made it to adulthood. They're finally legitimate adults.
I just started thinking about this. This is literally the most effed up Mr. Beast video of all time. I put 50 babies under the ground and let's see what happens.
Is anyone going to make it to Elder? So out of the people,
100,
we
I
have
guess
a
it's
level
100.
3 fitness, level 2 bowling, level 2 mischief and fitness. Holy crap. Gregory's actually been doing something with his life. Don't you touch my spleens, I'll cut you. Mario's dying. And this leaves us with 4 people left.
Top 4 situation.
Fitness and mischief, our bowler mixologist, and a bowler and a little bit of everything. Oh, legit, it's 2 guys and 2 girls. Okay, remember how I said it was 2 guys and 2 girls? It's 2 girls and 1 guy now. I now understand why this man is still alive. Because
How do you do that?
he's evil. So he gets happiness
Oh,
from being
he's
near misery.
evil.
Is he going to clean the toilet bowl? What do you know? The people who accept responsibility are still alive. Death is over here playing with action figures.
We have
This
me
is
with my
how
Miku
stressed
figures.
out he is with all these deaths. Okay, we just had another death. That brings
One
us
man,
down to
one
1
woman.
and 1. The last 2 people are our clean freak over here that is also evil, and our mixologist bowler.
Okay, who would win? Basically, you have somebody who's spec'd really good. Because if things are evil around them, then they're just gonna keep like getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Every death is a Zenkai boost. Then we have the alcoholic Andy. They have no idea what's happening anyway, so they kind of just live their life.
And legit, she has been mopping for the last
she
like 8 hours.
cleans.
What happened to my girl? What happened to my mixologist?
No!
She was in here cleaning, and then she vanished.
She should have never cleaned her room! See, that's why I don't do it.
She died and sent the last guy that's alive a gift, and this is our boy. He finally
stinky.
made it
Ugh.
all the way to elderhood, and legit only 1 sim made it. This is
Wow.
our evil, mischievous cook. His name is George Cantu, but honestly, I think he needs to become a temporary member of the Man family. Like normal, go ahead and leave
Oh,
your
they have a
suggestions
family.
for his name in the comment section below, and I'll just
Well,
pick the
Cantu.
one that has the most amount of likes. Well, we did it. We showed what happens when
Is he
you
home?
try and bring Sims underground for 50 years, from 8 years old until they're like 58 years old. 99 of them will die, and their living quarters will be covered in urine and vomit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
Ew,
leave
well,
y'all
you're in for a
with
treat,
blue
I
cheese
guess.
over here. Hope you enjoyed this episode, Sims 4. Till next time, stay fun.
Aw, that was fun. I love watching Sims videos. I don't know why. I'm not like a masochist or anything, but I just like seeing people get tortured. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.